What's up, everybody? I'm Mckenty. This is my second channel, and this is your home for my Twitch highlights and my podcast. So if you like this and you want to see more of that and you want to join the live streams, there's a link to that in the description of this video. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Fred Durst, because Limp Bizkit is back, my friends. Fred Durst is back. Fred Durst is showing everybody why he was the biggest star in nu metal, why he is Fred Durst. I am impressed by this. So, by the way, look at this. This is on CNN, okay? What other metal bands are getting coverage on CNN? The answer is none of them, because nobody knows how to manipulate the media like Fred Durst does. Here's what happened. Last week on Instagram, he posted this picture. All he did was, like, cut his hair. So he has this goofy handlebar mustache and this kind of, like, 70s hair. He has this kind of dad look. And everybody freaked out. Like, they're so excited about just that. So Limp Bizkit is scheduled to perform this weekend at the massive Chicago Music Festival, and Durst has people talking about a new look he shared on his verified Instagram account. The usually backwards baseball cap wearing rapper / actor director switched it up. He sports longish swooped gray hair and a horseshoe mustache. I gotta read slower. The caption reads, "Thinking about you, 70." I don't know what 70 means, like 1970, but on Thursday, it was the solo photo on his Instagram account after all the rest of the postings were deleted. By the way, if you haven't seen it before that, his entire Instagram account before was pictures of vintage station wagons, like dozens and dozens of them, just like all these like cherry wood panel station wagons from the 70s. The response on Twitter was varied from praise for the look to comedian Sean O'Connor tweeting that Durst looks like he's got into flipping houses on HGTV. I wish he would. I would watch that, because Vanilla Ice has a home improvement show called The Vanilla Ice Project, and it's actually good. I gotta see if I can find this. See, look at this. Everybody in this video looks like they're straight out of like the rehab clinic, or maybe like they would be donating their plasma.
My team and I are flipping a beautiful 7,000 square foot mansion.
I love this show, and he legitimately seems like a really cool, nice guy. I like him a lot.
Our yard has been completely neglected for a couple of years, so we need to start by tearing out all the old dead shrubbery and trees.
Vanilla Ice trimming palm trees. Imagine being their neighbor and driving home from work and being like, you know, pulling into the driveway and be like, "What's going on over there?" Like, is that Vanilla Ice trimming the tree? Like, simulation is glitching.
See a coconut palm, you know you're south of Orlando. When it gets cold, the leaves will turn black. And if there's not more than 5 leaves that are fully green, the tree will die.
How does he know this much about palm trees?
It had no water and it got hit by the cold. It's a dead tree.
Well, anyway, you get the idea. This show, I would very highly recommend watching the show. It's on Discovery Plus. It's awesome. We love it. But getting back to Fred Durst, look, he's got a story about him on CNN, on Loudwire, of course, on NME, on Kerrang. Like, there's all these stories about Fred Durst all over the internet, just because he has this like goofy new look, because he understands that this is how the media works. He's been known as the red hat, you know, the backwards hat guy, Dickie's guy, for the past 25 years or whatever. And for him to do something different is newsworthy. Like, that's all it takes. Is that a wig? I don't know. I think so, because if you look at I wish my wife was here, she would know, because, you know, I guess you can oftentimes tell by looking at the hairline. Yeah, Nathaniel Hornblower, exactly. This is like when the guy from the Beastie Boys went as Nathaniel Hornblower back in the day. Here's the point. Fred Durst understands his job. Like, his job is to be newsworthy. His job is to do things that get attention in the media and make people care about him, because he is an entertainer. That is his job, and he understands how to do this very well. There's also articles about this on Rolling Stone and like all these huge sites that never, ever, ever, ever talk about metal. When was the last time that anybody else talked about this or talked about a new metal band like that on any of these mainstream outlets? He gets it. And they also debuted a new song called Dad Vibes. Yeah, so he posted about it on Instagram, and 75,000 likes. Got the lyrics to the song. So this is like minimal effort. All he did is put on a goofy outfit that sort of loosely ties in to the lyrics of the song. That's all he had to do. So let's listen to the song. I've not heard it yet.
This is a song off our new album called Dad Vibes.
Oh no. This is like Offspring levels of cringe. They didn't even play the song live. They just like pressed play on it. I wish there was like a higher energy, heavier part, but this sounds, honestly, it's not bad. Okay, so this is the end of their set as they're walking off. I get it. That makes a little bit more sense. Right here in the chat, Jeeks TV, we can say whatever we want about this. It worked. Everyone is talking about him again. That's exactly what it is. This is what MGK was talking about that pissed everyone off when he said that, you know, people are wearing comfortable shoes. And again, as I have said a million times, he's not literally talking about what kind of shoes you wear. What he's saying is that people in bands now don't want to do stuff like this. They don't want to do things for the sake of attention. They don't want to be ridiculous. They don't want to stand out. They don't want to be stars. And then they're surprised when nobody cares about them. We live in a world where, you know, Lil Nas X exists. And anybody who, like, you're competing for attention with everybody on the internet. Why should some kid pay attention to you when they could be looking at thoughts on TikTok or Instagram, when they could be watching funny TikTok videos and they could be playing a video game? Why should they pay attention to you, some random normal ass dude wearing a fucking hoodie and Vans playing some song about how he's sad because a girl doesn't like him back? Maybe that was attention worthy in 1991. Actually, I know it was. It's not 1991 anymore. That was 30 years ago. And Fred Durst understands this. MGK understands this. Lil Nas X understands this. For whatever reason, people in rock bands don't understand this. This is why Fred Durst is who he is. Is he the world's most talented musician? Absolutely not. I am sure he would agree with me on that. But what Fred understands is how to be a star. You see that here, and it's kind of sad to me that all it takes to like be headline material in rock now is to put on a fucking, you know, is to get a fucking mustache and wear some sunglasses. And you're the talk of the town. That's what it is. I just hope that people in bands are watching this and they pay attention to it and understand what's going on here. And I hope it makes that little light bulb go off in their head that's like, oh yeah, we've got to do stuff that people care about. It's not enough to just be normal ass dudes in vans playing songs about being in our feelings because girls don't like us back. We got to step up our game. And if you can't beat Fred Durst dressing up like a dad, 52-year-old Fred Durst dressing up like a dad, then I don't know what to tell you. If you can't do better than that, then maybe you're in the wrong line of work. I don't mean to be a dick about this, but it's literally your job to get attention. And if you can't do that, then, you know, then I guess you can't do it. So shout out to Fred Durst. He gets it. And I hope other people are learning from his example, and I hope they get it too. You know, this is a good point too. Skelly K10 says, don't hate the player, hate the game. And Kidden Ravioli, I hate the game sometimes, LOL. I hear you. I do too sometimes. You know, I've talked about this before with YouTube. I don't necessarily want to make, you know, negative content all the time. I don't, you know, there's lots of things that I'd rather talk about or not talk about, but you can hate the game all you want, but it's still being played, and you don't have a choice in that matter. The attention economy, the rules are what they are, and you can choose to play them or not, but you can't be upset about the results if you choose not to play them. I don't like it either sometimes, but it is what it is. It's kind of dumb, but I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I mean, it is that's all it takes sometimes, is just being a little bit dumb. People like dumb.